Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I know you would like to increase your credit score, so let's talk about how much to pay on your credit card bills and when to pay your credit card bills. And I will also provide 5 tips for managing your credit card bill. In fact, I was able to increase my credit score to 799 points while utilizing all the strategies. And talking about the financial wellness of Americans, it continues to be up. In 2021, the average past due delinquency rate, or in other words, the percentage of loans that are past due, was down 1.5%. This means many consumers continue to manage their credit well, and that's why the average credit score has also increased this past couple of years. On this happy note, let's talk about how much to pay on your credit card bills in order to increase your credit score. And for each point, I'll also mention when it's best to pay your credit card bill. So when a credit card company sends you a bill, you usually have a little less than a month to pay back what's owed before incurring any interest. And paying a bill right away, or at least as soon as possible, might seem like a most responsible thing to do, but this doesn't always work well. So choosing when to pay depends on your financial situation. Also, depending on your credit card agreement and the type of credit card you're using, you can either pay the balance back all at once or pay over time. So it's important to know your agreement policy with your bank and then make the decision. If you have a charge card like this American Express card, then it requires a full payment to be made every month. But in this video, we're talking about the regular credit cards. The best practice is to pay your credit card bill in full, and the sooner the better. Your balance is reported to credit bureaus by credit card companies every month, but this doesn't necessarily mean it's done at the end of the billing cycle. So every time you would pay off your balance in full, your utilization ratio for that card temporarily drops low. So no matter how much you would spend in a month, if you happen to pay a bill just before a balance is reported, the credit utilization on your account would look very low. So now, with a low credit utilization rate, your account will be marked as favorable, and this can potentially improve your credit score. But I don't know exactly when my balance is reported to credit bureaus, so I just pay off the credit card bill quickly, maybe like 2 days after I purchase something. I would still want some amount to be reported to show I am using the credit responsibly. And remember to use only up to 30% of your credit limit. This will ensure your credit utilization rate is up to 30%, even if it gets reported. This is one of the factors which you have to know and follow if you want to improve your credit score. You can also pay your credit card bill in full just before the payment due date. By paying your balance in full every month, you are avoiding interest from building up on your next balance. And if it becomes difficult to pay off a large credit balance at once, or if you have a small credit limit, then you can make multiple payments during the month. In the end, this will reduce the possibility of you being stuck in debt, and debt can build up very fast, taking down your credit score as well. If you pay your credit card in full, there will be no existing balance. This will also mean that you will have more credit to use for your next billing cycle in case you need to fully use your line of credit. But now, what should you do when you can't pay in full? The amount you can pay your credit card is in between a full balance, which is most ideal, and a minimum payment, which is least ideal. So let's talk about the minimum payment. At the very least, every month you should pay the minimum on your credit cards before the payment due date. And the minimum payment is necessary to avoid paying a late fee on the card and to avoid a late payment on your credit report, which can potentially lower your credit score. So don't be late. Anyways, the interest rate will apply if you are carrying over a balance. So eventually you will want to make larger payments towards the balance so that a large amount at the end of every month will not have interest accrue. Well, you need to keep an eye out on your credit utilization and making a payment when it starts to get too high. Here are a few other tips for managing your credit card bill. Number 1, try to call your credit card company to move your bill payment due date if it doesn't work with your current payment schedule. Number 2, set up automatic payments to avoid accidentally missing a payment due date. Number 3, sign up for text or email alerts from your credit card to be updated on your balance and your billing due date. Number 4, review your statement carefully every month so that you can spot and correct any unauthorized charges. Number 5, keep a budget and track your spending to keep you away from spending more than you can afford to pay off in 1 month. So talking about budget, you can also review your income and expenses and then decide how much you can put realistically toward your balance without straining yourself financially. But try to pay your credit card bills in full, on time, just every time. But anything above the minimum payment will help you reduce your balance, allow you to pay less interest, and help you pay off your balance faster. And the more you can pay toward your credit card balance, the better. But never forget, never carry a balance if it can be avoided. That's all for now. I would love to hear your thoughts on this video down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. You can support me by hitting the like button and subscribing to this channel. We will see you in the next one.